The chopper.
Everybody know, man. You hear, you watch it, you know what that talk about. You know what I'm saying?
The chopper.
One of them, like a Ritz, you know, like a nice Ritz.
Yeah. Like a nice
Ritz.
The chopper.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's your boy, Coach Lee. Hope y'all having a great day, because I know I am. But welcome to the chickadee chopper. Let me slow it down a little bit before you get it chopped and screwed today. But man, as always, you know, we got a great show for you. But before we can do that, you know, we got to let you know that we're back at it like we're mad at it. Got the crew up in here tonight. Got some controversial topics for you tonight, man. You can only imagine what it is. But let's set the tone and get it right. We're going to have y'all asses laughing all night. Let's get the first guy up in here, man. He back there looking like he just got off the boat, slinging, catching salmon and tuna and all that good stuff. Let's get my guy up here for the Northeast. Meta White.
Yeah, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here like Shannon Sharp tonight and got the black and mild. You know what I'm saying? Though it's white. I got the cognac. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me, baby. Chop up Tuesday, baby. Put some hot sauce on that taco, man. Glad to be with you tonight, Coach. Wasn't here last night, but y'all rock.
Absolutely. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. How your day today?
Can't complain about life, but we gotta continue. Gotta roll through. Gotta bring my man in, man, because, you know, we can't have a chop up without this guy, man. You know, host of the bracket fight. Maybe we'll have one tonight. My man, Chile.
What up, people? How we doing today?
Doing good, man.
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Can't complain.
Y'all ready?
Will, you looking pretty studious, man.
Studious. Regal.
Okay, we can roll with that.
Yes.
My man came in here looking looking like Napoleon. That's a pretty good movie I watched.
Regal with a hoodie on.
Urban royalty. That's what we're gonna call it. But man, yeah. So it's Tuesday, the chopper, day 2 of our 3-day week. Normally, well, for some of us, 3 weeks. Some of you brothers go hard. You know, we got shows on Thursdays, got shows on Fridays. Y'all doing it big, man. But you know what? We're gonna cover that with y'all throughout the show. But before we can do that, man, it's a chop up. We'll be talking about anything and everything, usually driven. Before we get started, those who are hanging out with us already, y'all got something y'all want us to talk about, post it in the group.
Say so.
Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? We got people in the group talking about predictions on basketball games and, you know, all this chit chatter. But yo, it's the focus, man. You know what I'm saying? Our podcast is streamed heavenly. Like, share, subscribe. And like we said, man, we asked you guys and ladies to come up with some stuff, man, you want us to talk about, man. It's the freestyles for us. The show's for us. That's all. Diddy on the run. Exactly that right now, man. Listen here. Diddy's on the run right now. It's for years. It's been circulated of the things that Diddy's been doing. Not in the light that it is now in the last 2 years. But, yeah, Diddy may be on the run.
He gonna get what he want to do once he get locked up. They say he like to clap cheeks. He gonna have his way at it when he get up in
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it might be role reversal though. So
yeah, I know. Something he ain't used to.
Definitely role reversal. He ain't used to being.
We don't need the picture painted.
No. Like that. He's used to being the producer.
That ain't no better.
Ended up being brilliant.
I mean, the producer. Him, Rod Schneider, all these guys coming through the light, man. As we mentioned before, we had the show in the backspace, man. Cat Williams said this was the year of exposure.
That's new. He said the producer.
P. Diddler.
That is classic. Yo, clip that someone. He's used to being as gold, bro.
Yeah, definitely gonna clip that.
Yeah, that's crazy good.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Mama.
Stuff like that, man. Shout out to him. Mama in the building. Shout out to you.
You know what?
With
Stuff is
Sissy.
down. Like you said, Cat Williams came out and said, 20, all things are going to be exposed. So things are a little bit different. So normally my man 2 goes first. But we're going to change it up this week. Since we own this topic, I'm going to go first.
Okay, then.
Yes, sir, man.
But let's set the tone for it, man. Shady happenings. As you mentioned, in light of the stuff with Puff Daddy has been all over the news, this has probably been the biggest scandal already this year. So actually, the topic I've selected for us tonight is the biggest celebrity scandals of the century so far. So this is all the stuff that happened in the last 24 years. So what comes to mind? Bobby.
Damn it,
What comes to
mind? Comes to mind scandal. Jussie Smollett. The hate crime absolutely does come up.
Monica Lewinsky.
Juicy Smollett. Monica. Yep. That was a scandal on Bill's part. She just trying to get ahead.
We're gonna be real funky right here, man. We talk R. Kelly, Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jeffrey Jordan, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the gambling situation in '93. You know what I'm saying? What people are saying that led to the death to his father. I'm just saying what they said. I didn't say it. Hey, it's a bunch of things, man, that's gone on, man. Celebrity scandals, man.
That one, you need the music for that one, because that's even though I agree with you.
LeBron James and PEDs. It's all gonna come. There's a lot of stuff. The thing about exposure is it's always exposure.
That's been getting a little bit of exposure lately. I've been hearing that more and more whispering.
Yeah, you're gonna hear it for as long as he plays till he's 90. The man seemingly hasn't dropped off
at all.
And
what is he now? 38?
About to be 48. He's like 38. Ridiculous.
Yeah. So, how many ones we're gonna look at tonight? This is kind of familiar with, but it's a girl named Ellen DeGeneres and her treatment of her employees.
Oh yeah, she sucks.
Sucks big time.
But allegedly, she's just a tough boss. Like,
yeah, I kind of felt that way when I first heard about it because, like I said, man, I mean, I tune in a little bit every day to a show. She seemed like an overall good person. I mean, growing up, she just seemed like an overall good person. But you know, some people that seem good like that may have that boss side where it's just like, I want everything right. I got my own television show, you know. But then, you know, the other thing you start hearing, you're like, damn, man, it's extra on the top. But I mean, it's still a story that, you know, she's gonna say how she was. And employees are gonna say how she mistreated them. So
she she had that don't even look at me and don't talk to me shit going on for a while there. So she's a little nuts. She's a little nuts.
She is a little nuts. So Miss Ellen DeGeneres, or Mr. or him, she, they.
She looks like she's wearing someone else's face.
She does.
She got its face.
Miser.
Yeah.
So this circulated back at the end of 2020 when some of her employees started speaking out about, you know, some of the treatment there. In a I think it was BuzzFeed that did reports. Employees alleged that she presided over toxic work environments where they were exposed to sexual harassment, racist comments, and other issues from the show's producers. Following these revelations, ratings dropped by more than 1 million viewers. Then 2021, that's when she announced that she was ending her show after 19 years on the air. So she got canceled essentially.
Yeah, basically cancellation. Example: Ellen DeGeneres. When you look up that term, it's crazy. Someone said R. Kelly went to jail really because he didn't want to sell. Like I wouldn't even say that, because even if he sold his music to Sony, what was Sony gonna do with it in this cancel culture? What are they gonna do with it?
Did he own his music?
I think we've all seen with Michael and everything like that. They still play the music. They just separate the music from the man.
Absolutely.
We still watching Weinstein movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Paula Dean.
I said we're still watching Weinstein movies.
Yeah, that is true, Mr. Will. Without a thought.
No, I'm speaking from the mainstream. I mean, people are still listening to things that people have canceled, but I'm talking about mainstream. Why would Sony want to buy it? I'm just saying that Anthony responds like, I just think he went to jail because of what he did. I don't think it had nothing to do with selling the music to Sony.
Oh, for that, yeah, you're probably right about that.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, even if we sold his music to Sony.
Now, I can see it being this way. I could see it being they always knew about this, and only it got out and released when it did because of the Sony deal. But nah, they didn't just like out of the blue set him up. They probably had this information on him, and when he wouldn't make the deal,
right.
And I think the problem with most conspiracy theories is they jump all the way to the point of like somebody causing the problem, where a lot of the time it's just opportunity, like somebody being opportunistic.
Yeah.
So they have the information on him. He doesn't want to play ball when it comes to the sale of that music. They're like, oh, okay, then we won't protect you anymore. And we've seen that in pro sports. That's kind of why I think it happens in so many other areas, because we've seen it in pro sports. We've seen it with athletes who they've been protected, and then right up until contract negotiations, and then suddenly all this shit starts coming out about a player, and it's like, oh, did they just make all this up? Well, no, they knew, and then when the player wouldn't play ball, man,
they leaked that to their advantage.
Yeah, they hit the red button.
Now, this next guy, everybody saying we need him back. We like the old version of him.
Do we?
He needs to get on his meds. We're talking about one Ye. This is from when he accused George W. Bush of being racist.
Well, this is kind of back when his rants made sense. A little.
Yeah. A little bit. So this particular one was when
Homeland Security didn't get me. I apologize. Had to go do something that should have been done before the show, but I was told to do it.
Homeland Security.
Oh, be quiet. Shh. Here.
Now we're laughing at too, honestly.
This is mine, not yours.
And I forgot. Before I get started or continue, I had a special request today. Shout out to Madison, Peanut, and Josiah, aka JoJo. Hello, grandkids. Papa says hello.
Papa holding it down.
Kanye and about George Bush, and this relation to the response or the government or the lack of the government response from the Hurricane Katrina disaster in 2005. If you widely criticized, there was a slow response time. They kind of left our fine people down in the boot kind of out way too long. But is at a benefit concert, was been here to raise some funds, but then Kanye decided to go off script. Criticize the media for saying certain families, God want us to get flagged, certain families as looking for food, yet other certain families as looting. He was infamously set his sights on President Bush, suggesting that he was indifferent to our fellow Americans in our demographic. You got to do all that crap now. But the comment shot his co-host Mike Myers, and that was classic. And it stirred up the outrage about the debate. Now, Will did say that he said something that was interesting. He said back when we kind of listened to what he said a little bit. I got one recently that I just came across last night. Going off script here a little bit. That's what we do on the Chop Up. I was looking last night. Is a young lady who's very unpopular amongst certain parts of America. That's one Candace Owens.
Yeah.
She recently, again.
She's fun.
They recently said that she's no longer at I think it's the Daily Wire that she was at. Some people said she got fired. Some people said they parted ways. But her and Ben Shapiro got into it about her remarks or perceived lack of support towards Israel and the other war that's going on over there right now. Where she's just
slap fight.
So she pretty much, for what I can saw, they figure if you're not pro-Israel, then you're anti-Semitic. So it automatically went all the way on the deep end and said that she was anti-Semitic. So her and Ben kind of went back and forth on social media. This is the end result of her leaving. Now, here's what's funny about that. There was I can't remember the man's name. I'll pull it up and post it later on today. But long story short is he's from the Jewish community, and he went out and he started saying that he doubled down, saying she was anti-Semitic. She hated Jewish people and things of that nature. When I heard the comment she said, she never said that. And then I immediately thought of Kanye in the comments he had last year, where he was saying how they control, the media outlets and things like that. And they try, ask this guy sees and all that good stuff. Yes, this is one situation where I think a lot of times people say that, I don't like the messenger, but you can't block out the message just because you don't like the message. Because there might be some truth in there somewhere.
Listen here, you're right, man. When Kanye, first off, when Kanye did that rant, on public TV during the fundings for Katrina, that was the version of the woke version. This is where people like stuff that you might hear from your homies on the street, and you're like, nah, we ain't listening to that. And what Kanye says, man, the media gets you. Somebody that's in the media, Kanye, says this. Now people are woke. Now people want to hear stuff like this. Some people don't, and it's still to this day. But people are going to nod Kanye because maybe, he's cooked in ways. But, I mean, like you said, don't shoot the messenger. Take that message. Sometimes some of it's true. Some of it may be over the top, maybe crazy, like, I wouldn't do that. But it's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, lost the money bill y'all did, man. Of course.
Problem is his message ended up boiling down into F the Jews, which is a problem.
No. I understand that absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was gonna hit somebody. It was gonna hit somebody, regardless of the fact it was gonna hit somebody. Some people need to know. Real talk. Some people need to know. That's all I have to say about it. Hey, right or wrong or right, you know what I'm saying? Truth hurts. That's what they said, man. That's the world ever we came from. The truth hurt. Is that still something that we use? Well,
yeah, it just requires truth.
Man. Woo.
Hot fire.
Who says it's not truth though? That's what the world is though. But this is why the world's gonna keep going, because you're always gonna have that. I say this all the time.
Who that? Sports for you.
The world is a statistic, man. Everybody, I hope everybody knows that, and everybody allows to that. Get it tattooed on you. The world is a statistic, baby. We here.
The man was shouting out Hitler like he was a big fan. I just like, what are we doing?
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
What do you mean, you people? He said, well, what do you mean, you people? I'm just a dude.
Oh,
Dressed
damn.
as a dude playing another dude.
Next
That's why I
up,
haven't done mine yet.
Michael Jackson. This is when he dangled Prince over the balcony. Early 2000s, 2002 to be exact. But he got put on trial for child endangerment about the incident that took place at a Berlin hotel. Speak of Germany, in Berlin hotel. It was just a spontaneous act that he did for the fans. It was very dangerous because he barely had him. He presented him to the crowd outside the hotel. Kind of did him like Lion King almost.
I December, exactly.
But it's when he did with I think it was Prince Michael
Blanket.
Jackson II. He called him Blanket. There you go, Blanket.
Poor Blanket.
Yeah.
Not bad enough your name Blanket, then they're gonna hang your ass with a blanket over a balcony. That's wild.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. I was seeing something recently that was speculating that we talked about Puff Daddy a little bit, but some of his connections had something that kind of do with Michael Jackson's situation. With the can I have some milk, please? So just let you know how all this stuff's kind of all tied in a little bit, I guess.
Mike could have had a church ceremony and did that, and he would have been safe. I think Michael Jackson thought he was in church doing that. You know, he wouldn't have got in trouble if he did that at church. Just mind you, Mike. Rest in peace. You know, God rest your soul, man. But yeah. But you try to do something for the fans, man. You know, hey, but you know, you can't dangle a baby over no more than a floor. I guess. Listen,
This kid was on additional attributes. He had to make sure he could live it.
That's why I was laughing at. It's just hilarious.
That sound like Daryl.
It does. It does sound like Daryl.
Or his Bernard.
Or his brother.
What's going on, B? How you doing?
It was one of the other for sure.
All right, next up we got M. I didn't know about this one. He had a feud with the Cheneys.
Yeah.
In a congressional hearing in 2000.
Yeah, Tipper Gore and them fucking came after him. Everybody came after him. That's what that whole third album was about.
Ah, okay.
White America. I could be one of your kids.
Yeah.
White America. Little Eric looked just like this.
So, Ben Cheney, the wife of future Vice President Dick Cheney, asserted that Eminem promoted violence against women. Cheney also called
violence against that family too.
And yeah, he's shooting folks in the back. But in response, Eminem made sure to give Lynn a couple of mentions in his 2002 album, The Eminem Show, in Without Me and White America, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
Even more shockingly, the video, Without Me, Eminem featured a stand-in for Dick Cheney, who was electrocuted by the rapper. It was an example of Eminem going all out against critics.
Remember, he was like, I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem is complicated.
So many people in this world that didn't have, you know, negativity towards Eminem. But for the people that did, the list is like, why would you even want to deal with Eminem as a whole? Benzino,
he came back for second.
Why would you even want to deal with him? Like MGK, like why would? Like, I mean, I can understand that at some point why Eminem would entertain it, but you know what I'm saying? That's it for them. For the people that's trying to enter his zone, why would y'all even do it?
Yeah, poke the bear if you want to.
Especially at that time when he was the hottest of the hot, right there.
Yeah, they had no. But the funniest thing is what they don't realize is Dick Cheney and Tipper Gore and all of them. They chose the wrong time. Had they just left him alone, honestly, he would have been way less detrimental to him. Like they would have maybe been able to get away with the type of shit because they were trying to censor more music. That was one of the big things they were trying to do. People don't understand that's what Eminem Eminem basically fought back against censoring of music. That's what a lot of that was about. And yeah, he if they had just left him alone, the one thing that the Eminem's one of those guys. It's like you ever hear like with Tom Brady and Jordan, we hear the stories of where they try to make themselves mad. They be saying shit like the team said this about them. The team ain't saying nothing. There was some Jordan story about like he was like, yo, you heard him say that shit? And then it turned out the dude didn't even talk to him. Like, I don't even know if the guy was suited up. Like, said nothing about Jordan at all. But they had to create these things to make themselves angry to get themselves going. That's the type of rapper Eminem is. And these motherfuckers just gave him a reason to be mad. Gave him he got 2 albums out of that.
like you say, he's always been in his prime, but he was really hot and popping at that point.
He was hot. He was out coming through. Like,
literally in the zone.
Shape.
He's in game shape.
Hey, Benzino wanted to pick at him because he's like, hey, that's he's a white boy, but nah, that white boy fired, dog. That's I mess with him, Benzino, dog. Now he's 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Want to rekindle the flame, like. And Jesse said he's trying to get podcast money. Nah, he's trying to get back on Love and Hip Hop, but you can't go on Love and Hip Hop trying to get back at a rapper that already clapped you. You can't do that. It doesn't make no sense.
Nobody likes that.
Benzino was trying to protect the source because Eminem kept calling the source out. Because Eminem was like, yo, y'all fucking, he's like, I don't even expect y'all to give me 5 mics. He's like, I don't expect it at all. I know you're never going to do it. He was like, but y'all played Dre a few times. He was like, especially on the Chronic. He was like, and you probably played him on the Chronic because I was on the album. He was like, the source, he was like, when I came up, the source meant something. Now the mics don't mean shit.
Well, guess what? At that time, too, I mean, Boston, I mean, you got to see that these guys, you know, Benzino, the Bean, you know what I'm saying? You look at the Bean scene of music, you know, this is where it is now. And this is why probably it was doing that. And this is probably why the Boston scene is the way it is. You know, we getting some buzz and generation of Massachusetts guys, but this Boston as a whole, I'm speaking on Boston, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was, you know, a thing that Boston people could look at is the source. Like, oh, snap. The people under there, you know, one of the main people is our peoples. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Now, before we go to the next one, did y'all see the interview that he did? Well, not him per se, but the interview where they celebrated Dr. Dre's star on the Walk of Fame with Jimmy Kimmel. Great interview. You haven't seen it. Snoop and Dre are about to go ahead and start mixing their album. The first album that they've done together in 30 years.
That's dope.
M is going to be on it. 50's got a couple of joints on it.
Kendrick will be on it.
Kendrick.
Wiz will
and like Dre also announced that night he got permission. Eminem is working on a new album as well that's supposed to be out later this year.
Yeah.
So I already seem like it's going to be a pretty good year for music.
What up, Wiz?
Look at here. Speaking of that, off track, but Juvenile put out a video for 400 Degrees, which was recorded in 1998. Go check that out. I'll show y'all later. Hey, in this world right now, man, they say, oh, old guys stay in your place. But hey, I'd rather hear the old guys right now than these young fucks right now.
Easy. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, get off my lawn.
So this next one, I know we probably remember this one as well. This is definitely a privilege type of thing. Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin's the admission scandal.
Yeah, Jesse Spano's wife. Oh yeah, this right here, man, it's foolish as hell. Man, listen here. Short stints in prison for this shit too, man. Let it be one of us. Let it be one of us middle class guys. Even if it was middle class like white people, like any middle class person, this would have been like they would have been fried. We would never even seen the world again. Like for kids that were, they thought their kids were smart. Kids are dumb. And they're like, okay, well, we're gonna do this. Man, listen, it's crazy.
So for this one, the FBI investigation was named Operation Varsity Blues, where they uncovered a criminal scheme in which parents were bribing their children's ways into top universities. Among those involved were these two actresses, known from Desperate Housewives and Full House fame. Huffman paid $15,000 to have someone take her daughter's SAT test for her. Laughlin paid $500,000 to have her daughter enrolled in the University of Southern California. Both actresses were arrested and did short stints in prison. But the scandal did shine some spotlight on how the rich are able to use money influence to give their children an unfair advantage. Duh.
Been like that for centuries. I sit here. I went to school. When I was in college, I swear I'm looking at people like, yo, they're not even smarter than me. Like, you know, how y'all in here? You know, like, listen, and this is the reason why mommy and daddy over here cheating, you know, leveraging with what they got. You know, the gold. Gold can get you everything you want. Apparently is the case, man, bro.
Everything you need.
Anything you got?
Everything.
Hey, man, Dom, you always say you cooking the book. You always cooking the bookie, but I ain't never seen a slip from you ever. Just let you know. I ain't never seen a slip. Never. I rest my case. I see the predictions though. Shout out to you and shout out to y'all for making the prediction and all that, but I ain't never see a slip, Dom. I need to start seeing slips. One slip at least to let me know that this is real. I don't need to see everyday slips. I need to sleep. 1-800-GAMBLER.
We cooking a book, it'd be like plus 300. He'd be like, yo, I got one, fellas. Plus 450.
Now this next one, gents, I don't think it's a scandal. I think it was a blessing for some of us. This one involves Miss Janet Jackson and a wardrobe malfunction.
Man, listen here. This made me love titties for life.
Hit the gas right out the bat. So this particular one, everybody should know about this one. This is when Super Bowl, Super Bowl 38. Yeah, your boy still know the Roman numerals from 2004. Is undoubtedly one of the most infamous television events of all time. This is the reason why they have the delay now.
Also, Coach, that's a safe bet. I don't know that anybody was going to test you on the Roman numerals.
Hey, when you old, you got to celebrate any victory.
It's like, well, no, actually, Coach, and he'd be like, shit, he knew. Like,
I had to look at it at first. I'm old school. We had to ask. I don't know if they even do that in schools anymore. But it was
posting a prediction and posting the slips, two different things, brother. But we're having a podcast right now on the chopper. We'll talk sports tomorrow. You never cooked me. I bet one time with you $100 and LeBron missed a free throw to win the game. Take that if you want. But yeah, take it.
But yeah, so this one they got fined $550,000 after they got over 1 million letters poured into the FCC. And that's where they fined CBS.
It's a
All those
million.
later poured, but it still happened.
1 million letters.
Over 1 million letters.
Just a million little titty bitches.
They all get love now. They all get love. Janet set the example for everybody's to be loved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Justin there that night. Look at his face.
Everyone to be loved, but none to ever be seen again. They have shut it down. So we got a delay. We got pregnant women up there dancing.
Oh yeah, definitely in the Super Bowl. Definitely in the Super Bowl case. But I'm just talking about in terms of like when you see somebody with, you know, like look at Justin's face right here. Look at his face. It tells it all. Like. I don't even know if this is the shot when it actually came off. Probably is, but I'm gonna say it's before, and Justin's face tells it all.
Yeah, it looks significantly more exposed than the other.
Extra pose exposed. He said, "Brittany ain't never had these."
Mom Duke said, "Facts, little titty bitches."
But they did mention, and this is kind of true. It kind of tarnished Janet's image, and Timberlake kind of got off kind of free, so to speak. fair or not fair, but hey, it is what it is, right?
Nah, they was already trying to fry Michael Jackson at the time, so she kind of got that reign, I feel.
Yeah, that's true. Next up, we got he's on here twice.
He's doing great.
He's doing great. It's Kanye at the Interrupt Taylor Swift's award speech. This was
Also,
from
he's not done. He'll be on here again. Just for the record.
She got Best Female Video of the Year that year. Kanye was so upset and outraged that he crashed her acceptance speech. Let everybody know what he thought. The mom was embarrassed for everyone, even Beyonce. She kind of hid her face into her hands there. He was advocating for her, but she was embarrassed as well. She graciously invited Swift backstage to finish her speech. Back to the stage to finish her speech. When she won Video of the Year. He got enormous backlash as always. I think this kind of when the wheels started coming off him. It was around this
Kind of hard to nail a point down for this guy, but
I know, right?
throw a dart, land on one.
I know.
Now, this was, I feel, this was honestly, to me, this was just at a time, honestly, Kanye was wrong for the rant, obviously. You know, this girl deserved the award. You know, she deserved some type of recognition. Even if it wasn't this award. I just feel like at that time, even though The Rock was broke up kind of like a few months after, like a year after, this was The Rock's final stand. And Kanye, you know, was just in the group stance. That guy was the guy that's like, this is my hood. Like, you know, and 20 years later, this is my hood still. You know, and he kind of had that approach towards somebody who he shouldn't have had that to. He had a bunch of Henny that night, too. I don't know what Kanye was doing, man, that night. But, you know, he thought he meant well by it, you know, because, you know, everybody loved Beyonce at the time. But what he don't notice is, man, this is when I started to notice that music is appreciated by everybody. There could be an artist in the world that we don't listen to that people appreciate. And you just got to take that. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate Taylor Swift. Kanye that night, maybe never, and probably don't still appreciate her, but he has to appreciate this lady right here, man, because she didn't get that award for no reason.
That's true. I'm a big fan of Ed Sheeran.
He's extremely talented.
Rumor has it, he was blowing Swift back out a few times around the time this happened. Hey, yo.
Whether or not that was when the wheels started to fall off, it definitely is when America stopped fucking with him. America was just like, all right, come on, bro. What are you doing? Because he came after their sweetheart.
Kanye West broke up with Kim Kardashian. No. He broke up with
he broke up with
Amber Rose. It wasn't the same. I feel like Amber.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly. At least timeline wise. I don't know if that's what caused it, but yeah, at least timeline wise, you're right, too. Since
Amber, man, because you know, keep it real.
Yeah. Even getting with Kardashian was part of the madness.
Kim Kardashian was just more part of the madness because, you know, at the same time. But people, I say Amber. But, I mean, if people say Kim, I'm not mad at you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Kanye did go extra crazy, you know what I'm saying, dealing with Kim. If you know the backstory of their relationship, how Kanye was basically trying to run her from what she wore to this and that, you know, so definitely.
Very codependent, very controlling, both of them.
Yep. This next one, Took mentioned this one earlier. Juicy Smollett.
This goofball.
Juicy Smollett, fake hate crime. The former actor from Empire. This happened. He claimed in January of 2019 that he was the victim of an attack outside a Subway restaurant in Chicago. He alleged that the two white males in MAGA hats put a noose around his neck, poured bleach on him, and beat him up while yelling racist and homophobic slurs. It was later revealed that the men were actually two big, buff Nigerian brothers who knew him and said he paid them to stage the attack. The initial charges against Smollett were dropped, which also caused controversy. He was even so bold as to file a countersuit against Chicago. The nerve! But he was later convicted of making false police reports and disorderly conduct.
My man thought he was shooting Empire in the Afterlife. What? What? Like, damn. I mean, he was already somewhat of a star in the world, like, you know, like. And I guess what probably triggered this is the way America started to move. And then he felt like, hey, if I just put this in here, everybody's going to believe me. And I'm possibly going to be a millionaire. And, you know, my name's going to be in the airways. And I'm going to be higher and bigger than Empire. But listen here. Terrence Howard's the GOAT, baby. That's crazy. He's wild for this one.
Say, man.
I'm from Maine, man.
I just found all right, I got a quick report.
First
off, I found a solid bracket fight that I think we're gonna have fun with. So that's good. But second of all, while looking for said bracket fight, I came across that somebody decided that it was okay to make one about races.
Oh shit! Can we do that?
We won't be playing that one, but I just wanted y'all to understand that that's.
Oh no, we gotta play that one. No, chop up 2 weeks.
Look,
be prepared.
No,
play that.
No,
we're playing that.
No,
I'll make it my segment. I'll play it. Give me bracket fight for a week.
Okay, looks like I am missing a chop up in 2 weeks.
Big up.
Well, that was no point to that. Race wars.
Yo, yo, that's a very inside joke. So, all right, look, I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all have y'all played? Y'all remember NFL Street, right?
Right.
So the way they would have you pick the teams is they would just jumble a bunch of players together. And we used to be so high that whenever they would throw them up, we'd be like, all right, race wars. And we would just see who had more of each race on when they threw the lineup of the players up. So it's
I'm not surprised, but that is hilarious.
Yeah. Me, my brother Scott, my cousin Rob, and Jesse was there too. That shit's funny. Fools.
Next up,
it's
kind of fitting because they ain't one of these people is kind of in the news today around the Puff Daddy allegations. But this is when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stepped down.
I've had enough of these two.
They got married in 2018.
How did she get this win though? The family's weird as hell, but how did she get into that family?
I have no idea.
She had one decent acting role on a fairly good show.
I'm gonna tell you how she did.
All
it takes is one night.
Yeah.
All it takes is
one night only. One night only. One night only.
Oh,
man.
Listen here.
That's funny.
She one of my people too. Black and white.
And maybe that overbite.
That happy.
But pretty much it was a hostile thing from the start, from the choice of the wedding flowers to the fact that she eats avocados. I don't know what that's about.
They're racist as shit is the problem.
Right. Some commentators have bias to the prejudice against Markle's nationality and biracial heritage.
Did they tell you the Queen's famous line? Which honestly, this line, I think it's a fair question. If I'm being honest, it's a fair ass question. Okay. But also, you can't say it if you're the Queen. But I think when they had a baby, right? Pretty sure they had a baby. When they had the baby, the Queen called on the mic saying, "What color is it?" But look. Hear me out. We would all ask that. We were all thinking the same thing. Everybody was. We all want to know that this man's a ginger ogre and she's half black, half white with freckles and a ginger ogre. look,
Yeah.
he comes from a long line of
Inbreeding.
incest and inbreeding. Like, yo, we oughta baby, it's a boo. You remember the commercial? We oughta baby, it's a boy. Yo, it was what was I forget what the commercial was for, but when you collect, remember collect calls. See, nobody under 30 has any idea about what this is about to be about. But when you make collect calls, you got to say your name when you make the collect call. But if you didn't have money to afford that call, you would say the message as your name. And then they had the commercial where the dude called up and said, "It's Bob. We oughta baby, it's a boy." And then he hangs up and he goes, "Who's that?" He was like, "It's Bob. He had a baby. It's a boy."
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a throwback. Why the fuck did you bring that up?
He put that out the archive.
Yeah, then he made me go into a full actor. No, he didn't make me do that, but.
So yeah, Prince Harry, good luck to you, man.
Ginger Ogre.
Got some other Ginger Ogre. Now this one,
I think
it
his ass, motherfucker.
It gave her street cred.
That's me, Anthony. Hello. Boy, if you don't stop playing.
This was Martha Stewart back in 2002 when she got convicted of insider trading, where she sold off more than 3,900 shares of M-Clone Systems before its stock dropped 16% in value the next day. She was indicted on 9 felony counts related to the insider trading. In 2004, was convicted on all counts and served 5 months in federal prison. Because of the scandal, she had to step down from the board of directors of Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia Inc. and couldn't join again until 2011.
Well, look,
you take a little hiatus.
You hear that?
She's the goat for this. She pissed everybody off except for the hood. The hood loved her immediately.
Right. And it's crazy because living in her life, and then she gets out a lockup. It's legal now. A lot of this insider state trading, I mean, probably still legal and some illegal, but she's still doing the same shit that she did before she got locked up. Hope everybody knows that. And that's why the hood love her. You know what I'm saying? Because you got out and you kind of sense and think that you can live life again the way you was living it. And most of the times it doesn't happen like that. But the fact that she got out and basically still living the same life she lived prior to getting locked, yeah, outstanding. Martha Stewart, outstanding.
And she didn't rat. That's why I really
right, exactly. That part.
Nobody.
She took that. She ate it. I mean, it might not have been crazy time, but she ate it.
She did her time. That was it. But yo,
I was gonna say that, Jesse, but I didn't want to do all that. I didn't want, you know what I'm saying? I've been seeing
she had the heavy.
But I was thinking that too, man. She's shaking her little tush and all that. Listen here. What?
Martha doing things?
Yeah, Martha got a little magazine to all that.
Pull it up, coach.
No AI either. It's not AI either.
No way. Go ahead. Way. You know what it is? Hey, you know what it is? That's what happens when Snoop Dogg telling you sexy like every day.
Snoop Dogg episodes telling her Snoop Dogg probably tapping that. Nah, he did. He got a wife. But he definitely had one of the homies. One of the homies definitely tapping that.
Hey. Let's go, Thunder.
Jesse, how you know about that?
Jesse is way too into this politics shit.
Hey,
but that is funny. Jesse, you painting the picture of Jesse over there having a go with her on the wall. He got the poster up.
That's his version of Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, he got the.
Yo, Jesse, photocopy it for me.
Jesse got the Martha.
All right, so
Martha, why did you say that name?
Miss Britney Spears and her conservatorship. I believe it's against her dad.
Yeah. So let's be clear. We all, as like a society, was like, "Yo, free Britney, get Britney the fuck out of there. That's not fair." Then she wins the case, and the next thing we see her is dancing with knives on TikTok. We were wrong.
Yes,
all of us.
so wrong.
Man, we know who this is fault is. This is Justin Timberlake's fault, dog. Why you leave this girl like that?
No. We're not.
Why you leave this girl like that, man?
Do not blame Justin. She cheated. No. This is what's his name for?
Hold on, Nick. What's his name? What are you talking about?
Kevin Federline.
Kevin Federline. Kevin Federline, man. She's wild and crazy. All that. The whole family, you know what I'm saying? But this is why she is what it is, man. Play part to her parents for her being how she is. But then at the end of the day, her parents for somewhat, being someone right about her situation. But she probably wouldn't have been the way she was if it wasn't her parents. She was a girl early that had success. You're 5, 6 years old on the Mickey Mouse Club. Like, you're out here, you're living life. You turn this into a music career. You're like, what? Turn that to a music career? Like, how do you do that? And you're still on the high horse. You was on the high horse so long, then you hit your 20s, mid-20s, and then you're basically going crazy? That is wild, man.
You know what's crazy?
I'm surprised God bless her soul, and she's still here with us today.
You know what's crazy about all this? She might be the last of an era in terms of the cliche child star that goes nuts. Because now the kids have a camera in front of their face from the age of 2. So they grow up in front of everybody already. So this whole exposure and overexposure to the children, it's not really like that for them anymore because this is kind of what everybody's doing.
That's what I said the other day. I'm like
influencers
now,
by the time they're 8.
You go on YouTube or whatever now. All this stuff that they were showing to us back in the day on TV and stuff, just YouTube now, and you just go find out and all
even
that.
more.
But you're right, Jesse. She probably was hitting people one more time in that Nickelodeon. It sucks to say that, but it's terrible because she's a young girl, trying to, live the life, and you got people like Bull Crap Schneider and all them doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing, man. It's a damn shame.
It's a little weird how shocked people were about Snyder and about all that shit. Like we know how disgusting Hollywood is. And I
just mentioned his name.
Yeah. Oh no. You're right. I just think it's weird because they had an entire network dedicated to kids, and no one thought that was weird about what would be happening in that building.
Right. Crazy as hell, man.
Yeah.
The things we watched to entertain us back then, man. It's crazy. And the only reason why I mention his name, everybody, is because it's the right thing to do. If you're going to mention guys like Kelly and Cosby, we got to mention guys like Weinstein and Schneider. We got to mention these guys all in the same boat. You got to mention these guys, man. It can't be one guy and not the other. I don't care. They're all the same. All the same, man. So,
this is kind of the beginning of the end of some greatness. Tiger Woods and his sex scandal.
Man.
Or I'm sorry, his cheating scandal, rather. But I'm pretty sure it involved sex. But this is back in 2009. This is the one when he wrecked his vehicle, right? And I think his wife put the beat up the car with the golf club and stuff like that.
By now you have to be more specific about him wrecking a vehicle. So this is the time where he wrecked his vehicle at the end of his own driveway. Yes.
Was she putting in work on it?
Yeah, she had the 9-iron going crazy. She had the driver out just she was trying to take that man's soul.
So his wife Ellen divorced him, and several companies such as AT&T and Gatorade decided to drop him from their endorsement deal. The scandal permanently tarnished his image of being a squeaky clean guy. Like now we just kind of watching him just, he's gotten old before our eyes and got kind of ineffective, but I'm liking the second win.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of, I mean, at that time, yeah, but I mean, in terms of being caught and shit, he wasn't a repeat offender. Because there's a lot of people in this world that go through. No, he was a repeat offender. Like, we know that. But in terms of the media talk, like, it wasn't like, oh shit, 4 years later, Tiger Woods did it again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because there was no marriage. Now he's single fucking.
No. But he ended up back with he ended up with Lindsey Vonn. He ended up with her.
Yeah.
And no, but like I'm saying, it's like it tarnished his career at that point. You're playing golf and you're the guy, you're the star in the squeaky clean sport for the most part. Just your ball hitting the water sometimes or a duck, or But yeah, man, it sucked, man, because then it ended up being, the game wasn't right again, Then recently Nike got rid of you. Man.
Yeah,
But one thing we're always going to say is there'll never be another Tiger in golf, man. Never will be. Never will be duplicated in the sport of golf.
I wonder if she was like double mad because it was just some bitch from Denny's.
I think it was mad because everything happened in one. She was able, whatever he was doing that night, he definitely was cheating, coming back, and she's seen it all in sight. Like, he probably was hearing about it for months and months and months, but listen here.
Now you're not right. He said something from Denny's.
Well, wasn't it like I'm saying, wasn't it like it was like a hostess from his restaurant that he frequented.
My man said, I can't pay the bill right now.
Dead in the Denny's, but
you want some of that greasy spoon, man?
Yeah. He was getting that Waffle House. He was getting that Waffle House treatment.
If she had caught him, like, she could have caught him like in bed with Lindsey Vonn, and she would have been like, "Yeah, that checks out. Like, Lindsey's great." But it was just some chick from Denny's.
Tiger drink at the diner at 3 a.m. Can I get Scrapple with that? Next up, out of this one, I'm mad for 2 reasons. There's 2 parties involved. The actual person that we're talking about, because he should have known better. And then the parents that are involved, and that's one, Robert Kelly. These are the abuse allegations. We saw it back when he married Leah and then they eloped when she was like 14 or 15 back in the 90s.
Karl Malone ass.
Yeah. Then we saw when the whole sprinkler incident video. He should have quit, man. You essentially beat 2 of these cases and you couldn't stop. But at the same time, I think the parents of the young ladies involved in this situation is very unfortunate. But the parents should be held accountable as well.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
right mind leaves a child alone with a grown man.
Drip, 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 hey, Mike.
Whose entire career is sex related.
His whole entire career. Listen here.
He makes baby making music, and he was making it about babies. He's creepy. Get him the fuck out of here.
Man, this is
whoa.
Not Robert.
This one, I'm not familiar with this lady. I don't think I am.
He said dude was going to pay. He said dude was going to pay their parents for their daughter. Like 100 years ago, that'd have been fine. Just not now.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Allison Mack. Allison Mack and NXIVM. She was involved in NXIVM, a sex cult dressed up as a multi-level marketing organization. She joined this organization in 2006. She recruited girls to become slaves for the actual cult leader, Keith Rainier. In 2018, she was indicted on charges including sex trafficking, forced labor that potentially could have landed her 14 to 17 years in prison. However, because of her cooperation with investigators in bringing down Rainier, Mack was only sentenced to 3 years in prison, 100 hours of community service, and was fined $20,000.
Must be nice.
Must be getting nice, man.
Selling you whole humans.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
You sell weed, though. You're gone.
All the way gone back then. All the way.
Shit, in Texas still.
Oh shit! Sorry, Texas. Yeah. But man, listen here. I feel, you carry a lot of shit. Yeah, absolutely, man. But hey, every state kind of feels the same to me, man. Every state feels legal to me when I go there. Cause I smell it. I smell the herb.
I know.
He'll be knocking on two doors. Oh man.
Oh no, especially quick story real quick. So the hotel I was staying at, somebody in there was smoking and they tried to blame me for it. I said, yeah, right.
He was like, that wasn't me. I ain't even smoked yet.
No, I said I come out. I said I come outside. Y'all know when I go out, when I want to smoke, I go right outside and I come back in. I smell like Halloween all the time.
He said, "Look, there go my ashes right there."
Crazy. I was arguing with the lady for like 25 minutes. She over here really trying to tell. She said, "It's your." No, that's not my room number. Well, yeah, man. Sure.
This next one kind of hurt me. It hurt my heart.
Karen, if you don't get out my face.
I grew up watching this, man. And this is
Cosby.
one. There you go.
That's a grizzled.
I am legend.
Yo,
I am legend.
Yeah, that is one grizzled old sex offender. Jesus Christ.
This was so. This one stemmed from. I always heard that there was rumors in the comedy community, entertainment community, where it was rumors circulating about him and things in the past. But it started to get steam until when Hannibal Buress ran it on the stand-up show in 2014.
He's like, I don't even know why we keep giving Cosby props. He's a rapist. Everybody was like, holy shit, what'd he say?
Just ripped the scab right off of that.
Talk about people doing their own people in, man. Shit.
To be fair, other people had said it before and no one listened.
That's true. Several women felt encouraged to come forward and accuse Cosby of sexual misconduct in 2018. He was indicted and convicted of aggravated indecent assault against Andrea Kunston and received a prison sentence of 3 to 10 years. However, in 2021, he was released early after the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his conviction, citing a violation of due process. Other cases are still pending. I did not know that. Other cases are still pending, however, and the scandal has forever tarnished his legacy. I did not know he was still facing this stuff.
Also, there was I forget the stupid ass reason, but they basically had all this evidence, and they were like, for whatever the type of case it was, they were like, you can't use any of this evidence. So like, it was basically just full on, like, substantial evidence, and I think his own admission. I think he admitted it. But they couldn't use the evidence, and they were just like, all right, well, I guess you're free to go.
Interesting.
Reboot Cosby Show.
He said, I never ate Jell-O again. How dare you? No, it's not related. You know how hard it is to hide a roofie in Jell-O?
People have Jell-O shots still in this world, man.
Yeah, the prosecutor he fumbled the bag left and right. He'll never get another job again.
Who, Bill Cosby?
Yeah, the prosecutor going after Bill, yeah. They were yeah. See, he said they used testimony from a previous trial, which is inadmissible. You can't use that shit's wrapped up. Nothing from that can be used moving forward. So, because that's double jeopardy type shit.
Yep.
So,
Theo, can you go get this stuff out the kitchen?
We got 2 more left, and I'll be out of your ear tonight.
Also, you realize that they did an episode where he was like people were getting drugged on Cosby with the sauce. Remember the sauce?
Yeah.
They had the
sauce. But I didn't know
everybody was getting tired when they had the sauce. Motherfucker was Spanish fly in the set.
That movie was fire.
Story about this. Like, he wasn't hiding that shit.
Come on, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill Cosby wilding.
This one, I got some ties to. Well, I won't say I got no ties to it. I have an interest in this.
Even the kid ate the sauce.
No, did he?
This one, because it's still pending, and it's I don't understand. And I'm watching the Puff Daddy allegations very closely because they're kind of similar in a little bit as far as the prestige that's involved with it. and the people that's involved with it. But this one is with Prince Andrew's ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein was a wealthy financier. He hung out with the elites at an island. It was very off the beaten path. Blah 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 blah. But Prince Andrew isn't he the brother of King? What's the king of England now?
Charles, isn't it?
King
Prince
Charles. Yes. So
there isn't a
that's
king, right?
Charles III.
It's a prince. It's not a king, right? He's not a king, is he?
Yeah, he's king now.
Yeah, king now. Yeah, since 2022.
Yeah.
Isn't his mom the queen? Weird.
Monarch. That's it.
So, according to one of his victims, Virginia Giuffre, Prince Andrew was one such person and abused her in 2001. The ties between Epstein and the Duke of York were reported by the BBC in 2011. In 2019, the prince gave a disastrous interview, which is a very bad interview, where he infamously tried to dispute allegation by insisting that he was unable to sweat, but it's known he was a heavy sweater. She remembered that particular thing about him. I mean, like drenched pits type of thing. The Epstein scandal has been a headache for the British royal family, and in November 2019, Andrew stepped down from his duties as a royal. And now you got the allegations that Prince Harry got ties to Diddy. So everybody's just freaking over on the Big Island.
And then freaking it by the drop. I mean, drop too. So like, just a whole bunch of y'all are all just nasty.
Just nasty. Ooh, that's nasty. But yeah, I'm watching this closely because
cheesecake, terrible.
They're already leaking out names tied to
Sweating like Shaq at the free throw. Oh yeah.
And for the Epstein part, we've only just had speculation and allegations. No list has ever been published, even though there's probably one available because according to the most, he kept very meticulous notes, videos and things like his island was cameras everywhere. His apartment in New York, cameras everywhere. But supposedly, there's nothing that's come out yet, which is weird. But I think it's because of probably who's on that list.
Of course. They gotta sort out. They sorting out the bodies right now. Who can we afford to lose, and who has too much dirt on us that we got to protect them?
Yep. Because they unalived him.
Yeah.
And then Giselle, she's in prison.
I'm surprised she's still alive. She only alive because of plot armor. Like, it's obvious. Like, if you kill her, it's way too obvious. So she got plot armor. They're not gonna kill her.
Yeah. And knowing her because of her family ties and stuff like that, she probably got backups.
Yeah, she got receipts too.
Yeah.
They find those receipts, she's a goner.
That's what Jesse said. Hard drives at his apartment disappeared when the FBI raided it, but had to get another warrant for the hard drives.
It's always good to have red tape.
Always good to have red tape, as my brother just said. I just want to give them give either do his stuff like you're doing Puff Daddy, or give Puff Daddy the same thing. I say they're both guilty, put them on the same playing field. Puff Daddy, if he did his stuff they say he did, throw the book at his ass. His situation is there's people involved, even though he's no longer with us, supposedly. But those that's on there listening, throw the book at their ass.
Problem is, you throw the book at the wrong people and the system crumbles. Because they got receipts.
That's heartbreaking, too.
Yep.
Very, very heartbreaking. And then this last one, I think y'all had mentioned him earlier. He's a dirty dude himself. And
Dirty
that's
Diana.
Harvey Weinstein.
there you go. My man,
Yeah, this fucking
my
this
man.
creep show. He
Yeah,
said, "My
he's,
man, clip it, my man Weinstein."
Yeah, he's some of the details that came out of some of the stuff he did. That dude's just dirty, man. He was an
just
influential
ugly-ass fat dude.
Yeah. He probably didn't get much play growing up. Got in, became a titan in Hollywood, had the money, the power. He could decide if you made it or if you made it or not, and he just used it to his advantage. But he was accused of assault and harassment by numerous women, as detailed by the New York Times and the New Yorker. After these stories came out, actress Alyssa Milano encouraged women around the world to share their stories on social media with the hashtag #MeToo. This will spark a movement that changed the way many industries view misconduct in the workplace. In February 2020, Weinstein was found guilty of multiple counts of misconduct and was later sentenced to 23 years in prison.
Which you won't see the end of because that motherfucker's dying.
Yeah, doesn't he have like cancer or something like that?
He got a whole bunch of shit.
I agree with you, mama. Was he ever good looking? He looks like Shrek.
No.
Like, now that's an ogre for you.
Yeah.
And that's your boy this week, man. That
Don't
was
get yourself in
Tyrese
the scandal.
Huh?
Don't get yourself in no scandals, everybody.
Yeah, stay scandal free. Olivia Pope is not out here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wanna see it.
Y'all want to take a quick break? Yeah, that was kind of long-winded.
Let me take a quick break, man. We'll go through with a short list by myself, and then we'll get into what the hell we're gonna talk about. 15, 20 seconds, man. Get y'all Jerry juice.
I'm about to turn everybody against each other.
Oh, well, hold that thought.
I'll
My
create
favorite
chaos.
commercial right now going on. Let's get it.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
Shout out to the guy Dale, man. Bringing that
Just
hot
don't even
fire.
understand.
Yes, sir. We're here, man.
How did we get here with hose water?
So absolutely, everybody, happy Women's Month. First off, every day is Men and Women's Month, babies, elders, whatever. But also, in this bracket of the year is, where everybody calls tax season. You know what I'm saying? So people, get some taxes back that were probably taken away from you. The rich get richer in the case. But you see a different scenery when people get their taxes. You start seeing people go and dig at stuff that they necessarily won't do with a shorter budget, let's just say. So my mind is surfing the internet today. And it's like, everybody know, me and Coach kind of doubled on the same thing, but Coach got it in first, man. I was kind of going to go the scandal route because what we heard about the P. Diddy stuff yesterday, but I went a different route. I went to expensive foods that aren't worth the splurge. Now, a lot of people in the social media era like the splurge, like to show things, show things out. It's good to treat yourself every once in a while. It's good to have some things once in a while. But then there's some things that, in food-wise, that, you could have spent your money on something else. So we're going to go through the list, man. Vibe with us, ride with us here on the Chop Up. And let me hear what you think. If you have any foods that are expensive and not worth buying, let us know as well. May not be on the list, but we're going to drag here to the first name on the list, caviar.
Caviar.
Caviar, sorry. As a quiet taste, You may not even be curious of how it tastes, even if some people love it. It's one of these luxury foods, and both are defined by these tiny bubbles. For caviar, I'm going to get it wrong 40 times, but who cares? These bubbles are heavily salted, fertilized, raw sturgeon. And while other fish eggs can be harvested, like the roux or sushi, only sturgeon eggs are considered authentic. And these are multiple types of sturgeon, so there are a vast array of roasts across various price points. It's paying for some bubbles, basically. I've never had it.
It's fish eggs. It's supposed to be good. I don't know though.
Tried it with?
Never had, man.
I have not.
Not. Definitely not. So we go down on the list, and second off here is champagne. To me, champagne, you have some champagne when, you celebrating something, things of that nature, but then people regularly drink champagne. So let's talk about it. If you're a fan of bubbly, you might have already branched out to some of your other varieties available. But if you always thought it was out of your snack bracket, you might be in for a sweet surprise because champagne isn't the only sparkling game in town. Champagne, produced in not only one area of the world, the Champagne region in France, this elegant beverage has come to symbolize the good life. But unless you're a true consumer of wine, then you might not even be able to tell the difference between it and something that comes from the next region over.
Can I offer you an egg in these trying times?
Along with some champagne. We got here chilling sea bass. In the 90s, food culture became globally inspired, but consumers still weren't ready for anything too wild. Because of that, the Pantonian toothfish was renamed something that was both familiar and just exotic enough to pair shoppers' interest, and the chilling sea bass was born. What started out as a relatively unknown fish is now considered a high-end protein served in upscale restaurants. But how did it get so expensive, they say? Like so many other things, the answer is supply and demand. Yeah, that's why chilling sea bass is such an expensive piece of stuff that you shouldn't splurge on, man, because that's exactly what you're going to get. Here you go. I need like 50 of those. How much is those? Only want one. Matter of fact, split that in the eighth.
For real.
Go ahead. Next up, and I don't agree with this here on this list, man. I mean, it may cost a little bit, but, chocolate covered strawberries. How did chocolate covered strawberries come up on this list?
These are pretty good. They don't deserve to be on this list.
Like the hibiscus red roses, few things. They definitely not. I agree with you, dog.
They're good, bro. Like,
absolutely. This one right here, I wouldn't even say put it on the list, man. It's something that, can kind of get you out the doghouse in a sense for some people. Something you may want to splurge your money on, But a lot of stores do charge a lot, edible arrangements, for instance, they charge a lot. But, you can kind of put some strawberries together yourself. You
can make these on your own and probably make them just as good.
Definitely. That right there.
Yeah, get good chocolate, that's all.
I want some chocolate covered strawberries now.
Yeah.
Now, this next one on the list, I agree with heavily. I don't know why people waste their money on these shits. And that is crab leg.
These are bomb.
I understand, but look what you're getting, Will.
Yeah. So this is why if you do get crab legs, it's better just to spend that extra and get the king snow crab. Yeah, the king crab or the snow crab. Because was it Alaskan snow crab? Some shit like that. Yeah. Get the big ones. Because those are worth it. The smaller ones, you're right. The smaller ones are not worth the money at all. But yeah, man, crab legs is crazy.
If you think you're going to slurp down good crab meat, that's what people be thinking sometimes. I think these people that they never really witnessed, like me as a young kid, every Friday night, my family would have a seafood boil. That's why when people talk about it now on the recent, last 5-6 years, I'm like, I lived that life. And to me, when we had them, it wasn't even ill to me like that. I'd rather have some Chinese, some chow chow, some yum yums. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Tooking these seafood boiled streets out here, man.
I was a seafood boil man before seafood boil even became a word. Listen here. But nah, crab legs, I agree with this most overrated thing in the world. definitely. Because they don't give you nothing. It's bomb. Absolutely. If you get a good crab leg, good king crab, bomb. The meat, heavy, delicious. Put some butter on the side, melt it. Oh, you got it. But yeah.
Okay.
I share my thoughts on crab legs, everybody, as we go into the next one here. Filet mignon, baby. Have any of you ever had this?
Yeah, I used to work in the meat department at Star Market in Brighton. The one over by Harvard, like on that area over there.
Yep, I know you're talking about.
I used to come up with some filet mignon. Come on, cooking for the fam.
What they call it? You used to tear it. What they call it? Tear, or you just
sear it? You can sear it. Yeah.
Right.
Seriously, yeah. It's good, but it's a little overrated. But that's some. It breaks up like butter if you cook it right. So It is good, but I will say the price makes it not really worth it.
See right here. So now we have here. This is interesting here. I never heard of this. Foie gras? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Foie gras? Yeah, that's weird.
It's served on biscuits, right? It looks like.
Yes. Served on a top biscuit with like some type of bach on top. Or I don't know what the hell that is. Look like something hard though, but I don't know if that's a biscuit on top of it. I know it's like a Triscuit type of. Matter of fact, that might be bread.
It looks tofu. Like so. What is on? It looks like a piece of like little pieces of bread, but it looks like tofu.
Yeah.
It looked like a brown tofu. I don't know. That shit's weird. I wonder if it's good though.
Me too.
I'll try it. I try it. I mean, it's a finger food. It ain't like it's a whole dish.
It's duck liver, fattening by force feeding the duck.
Jesus Christ.
Liver spread.
It said duck liver. Count me out.
You said it's liver? Duck liver? I like liver.
Yeah, I'm out on liver.
Yeah, no matter
I'm
what
about to buy liver next time I go to the store. About to fry that liver.
Liver's a struggle meat. We ain't got to eat that no more.
I'm going to eat that. Or something.
Hey, look, I respect it. I'm just saying you don't have to.
I'm saying you so, Will.
We free.
Now here, this is the new generation, so everybody thinks they can make one, but not everybody can. And it's a fondant covered cake. Listen here, man. And it's crazy, and it's good that people do and want to learn how to make cakes. Real talk, because a lot of these stores are charging a bunch of too much money for cakes. You know what I'm saying? Cakes, like the whole world, like I want this cake. People want to charge $200, $300 for a cake, man. Listen here.
Shout out to you, Fat. She makes great fondant cakes.
Shout out to the people that do make ill cakes. Bomb cakes. I got an ill ass Barbie cake. That I recently just got done with my daughter's birthday party. Shout out to the maker of that cake. It was pretty dope and it was a decent price, man. It was pretty big, man.
You shout out.
No, the Stop and Shop. Because a couple of weeks ago I went to Stop and Shop to buy a cake for a birthday, and they wanted like $35, and the cake was like not even mid. I'm like, what? How am I gonna divide this with all these people here? It's a little ass cake.
Yeah, it's little.
Fondant is the reason I can't trust anything I see not to be cake.
That's what all those you see those reels and YouTube videos.
Yep.
With them making like random shit, and like they do the one with the dog where it's a dog and she cuts into it, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
And the other dog's like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Yeah. He's like, "Yo, I'm out. We're not doing this."
Now this next one here,
Aaron trying to eat me.
Now I heard about this right here. I heard these cost some dough. You just have a little flake, and those are gold flakes.
I don't need to eat gold. That's how MC Hammer went out.
And you know how Hammer went out. Listen, never had gold flakes, never will. I heard it's pricey. But shout out to the people that are able to, make this a lovely thing on a checklist of life.
I've had them before though, but I don't need them. It's pointless.
Do you know how much they were at the time?
Nah, they also have them in Goldschlager, the liquor.
They do have them in Goldschlager, yes. Yeah. So what I would probably do is like try to some way somehow save all those gold things in the Goldschlager. I don't know how I would do it though.
Yeah, the amount that you would save would not be worth what you spend saving it.
This pretty bad. The amount of money that Goldschlager made when Superbad came out.
Oh yeah, they definitely got boost.
Dumb money. They had me on it for like a month and a half.
Out in college, boy.
That was your joint you said in college?
Yep.
Okay.
Right after practice.
He was trying to live the rich life. He was like, "Hey, Miss Marie, my drink got gold in it."
Which I think is next on this list, man.
All the big ones have been. Oh, truffles.
Man, I see if truffles is next on the list. Is
Unfortunately not. Truffles is coming.
Well, back to the seafood family.
Oh, lobster.
Everybody knows you, for the seafood prices, you know what you're gonna get. And lobster on this list, yeah, I agree with it too. But like I said, you can't take away the love of these things and the joy and how they taste. But you're gonna get a little for what you pay for, because you know you're shipping, you're fishing for this stuff. You know, these people are just not, you know, you're just not duplicating this shit. You know, so
lobster's still a better deal than crab legs. So
definitely, lobster's definitely a better deal. I can agree on that. I will tear up a lobster. Hey man, go to your local Chinese spot, man, and go order, you know what I'm saying, some lemon pepper, you know, lobster. Hey, and it's crazy. Like I said, Will, you too. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that had that back in. People be living people think that's luxury now. It's not luxury.
What, lobster?
It's not.
What, lobster?
It's not.
Well,
seafood used to be luxury.
Nah, it's not fair for you to say that though, too, because you don't realize.
Yes, it is.
Nah, you want to know why it's not? Because we live on the coast. It's nothing to us. If you live inland, it is still very much like a special dish. It's not for us because we here. It's like clam chowder. Like that's nothing to us, right? Because it's here. We know it's here. But I just
feel like the way the world is opened everybody up to a lot of shit. Like, for instance, like, I mean, yeah, there might be some stuff that we don't know about, like, for instance, barbecue.
It's just to get this shit to Wyoming, it's expensive to get it there. Like, so if you getting it there, then yeah, it's high class, man.
Sorry, everybody, man. But, hey, get you some seafood if you can. If you can't, tell me, holla at me, dog. Summertime's coming. I can get y'all some.
Hey, look, yeah, all this talk about how like this seafood. Hey, if you got the seafood plug, say less.
There's mad seafood plugs in the bean. What? The amount of this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm sorry. I'm talking a regional thing because people be getting it so easy. It's like, oh, I'm like, what?
That's what I'm saying. It's easy because like I live on Cape Cod. It's even easier for me. I can't not like the fucking corner store got lobster down here, but that's because of where we at. It's because of where we at.
It's pack of lobster.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't eat the gas station lobster, but
what I'm saying too, and kind of what I'm dictating on too, is that you go in different towns now. You see seafood shops. So though a lot of people can't get access to that, they got Coach. For instance, hey, you in Texas? In the last 5 years, how many seafood places have you seen open up?
Quite a few.
And that's more what I'm saying. I know the general, like, your 5-family household probably can't get it, but if you out there splurging, which is what this is about, you splurging on this, it's around. Because every 5 pieces got somebody with some seafood.
Text time, everybody in there splurging.
Exactly.
It also ain't all good. That's the other with like, you can get some bad seafood.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, on that, man. But we we talk about that seafood bomb though. Keep it real with you, man. They full, man. Macaroons. Next on the list. I don't think I ever will eat a macaron, but
I've had a macaron, but they're not. I don't know. I don't like them. They're chalky. It's like if they made what are those
Rolades?
Yeah, but nah, the Waco wafers. What are they? The little Necco. They're like Necco if Necco wafers became a cookie. That's what it's like. It's not worth it.
They do look kind of dry.
Will asking us for the seafood plug in the cake. We roll here. Oysters, another one on the list.
Oysters look like spit in a shell.
Get your dollar oysters in the North End, everybody.
It's like somebody hawked a Louis and fucking in a rock and then fucking sold that shit to you.
Somebody did that, put it in the freezer for like 5 hours, and took it out and said, "Let's have a house party with oysters." Wait, listen here.
Pass me the Turn the lights so I can make more spit. It's disgusting.
We have saffron on this list as well.
Oh, that stuff's good.
The spice, yeah. Is that like a Is that a root?
I want to say I think it is.
Is it a saffron root? RVD Frog Splash into the chat. Daryl, what up? That's my nigga.
RVD Frog Splash. Crazy. Hey, man. I'm going to go into this next food, but I got breaking news for you, Coach. Jordan Montgomery and the Rangers agreed to a 1-year, $25 million deal.
That's big. That's big for y'all.
Hell yeah.
That's big for y'all. That's big for y'all.
Real big, man. Real big. And we have here stacked milkshakes. I like a milkshake, but the way he's got these pictures over here, man.
Oh, that's unnecessary. We don't.
I don't need all this. Nah, this is unnecessary.
That's stupid. It's a
Let's
mess.
keep it simple.
It's a mess for no reason. You got too many worlds colliding. Cut that out.
That's the ultimate bubble guts.
Yeah. And your mouth gonna be all type of colors. What are we doing?
And last but not least, here we have truffle oil.
Dog.
Truffle. Anything. It don't even got to be just oil. Anything truffle is super expensive for no reason.
Overrated?
I don't know. I've never had it. I hear great things. I guess stuff like truffle, I've gotten like truffle butters and truffle like sauces, but I don't know how authentic or like the greater quality of the truffle used in those sauces.
Big bag energy.
Big bag energy. For the big backs. Hey, somebody been watching too much Charlemagne the God. You watching the breakfast show. I see you. The big back community.
Big back community. Crazy, man. Hey, fellas, you still got some tax money left? You could buy one of these 15 things, man. Splurge a little bit, And that's my list, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. I went second tonight, which felt kind of odd, but
it felt weird, right? Like we all felt like out of place, but not that the topics went great, but we just felt like I wasn't sitting on the right. Somebody sat in my spot, even though it had nothing to do with me, but it just
not over one.
Y'all stood it though. Both of y'all topics was
appreciate everybody.
All right, I feel like fighting. Bracket fighting. So
which one, the left hook or the right hook?
You gonna get both. Listen. So I said I'm gonna turn people against each other. We're gonna see. So I'm really gonna be leaning on the chat for this too, and you folks, because you fellas have both traveled and went places, and I've been to a few places, so hopefully I'll be able to help out with this a little bit. But what we're doing today is the bracket for the worst city in America.
Let's go.
We're doing the worst city. I did not pick these, and I'm gonna shuffle it because I don't know what the matchups are right now. But yeah, out the gate for the win. We already know. But let's shuffle this up. Shuffle.
Let's say Houston.
Shuffle. And now you shuffle. So
you're right.
Out the gate, we got San Francisco and I assume Birmingham, Alabama. Folks.
So this is which one is worse out of these two?
Yeah, worse. Remember, the key is worse. So don't pick the city you like better. Pick the shittier city.
Right now, considering on what it's looking like, well, you know what? San Fran ain't that bad. It's Oakland that's all jacked up, ain't it?
Well, they're taking shits in the streets everywhere in San Fran. They have an app to tell you where they are.
Oh, so that is still going on there.
Yeah.
They doing what?
They have an app that tells you where like the shit is in the city, whether it's dog shit or people shit, because people just be shitting in the streets.
What kind of weird shit is that? I mean, it's good vital to know. I don't want to step in no shit, but
I did see the bridge collapse in Baltimore. Seemed like a shitty bridge. That shit got hit by one boat and the entire bridge came down.
I'm gonna be real with you. It probably some like it's Baltimore, Maryland. No disrespect, but they have a bridge, and it's
he's like, come on, be fair. I've seen the one.
It may not be a Tobin Bridge type of situation or George Washington type of bridge, but like you said, one hit from something, and that something was today, and that shit
it felt like dominoes. It was terrible. Yeah, it was a 900-foot boat. So what? Bitch ass bridge.
That's crazy. It's crazy, man. Praise to everybody. Shit. involved in that incident. It's crazy as hell. But I'm gonna go Birmingham, Alabama.
Jesse, if you're a bridge, the one thing that can't take you out is a boat. That's literally in the job description. It's a bitch ass bridge. So the worst city, folks. Let's see. Do we have anybody in here?
Hey, it was Baltimore's bridge, man. Don't make fun of that bridge. It was their bridge.
Yeah. Now it's their moat or fucking.
Now Tank and whoever else over there, Lamar Jackson, got to help build a new one.
It's a water bridge now.
So Birmingham or San Francisco?
Yeah.
I've never been to either one of these two cities.
I've been to Birmingham.
I feel like Dow has, but he's not being helpful.
I don't know. I'm really hung up on this Dookie app.
Hold on. Yeah. Y'all discussing this. I'm gonna find it. Fred poop app. Snap crap.
And you can take a picture of the crap and then post. Oh shit, man. That's crazy.
Snap crap app invites San Francisco residents to report poop on the city streets. To think, people.
San Fran is whack, Daryl says.
Yeah.
Give Birmingham.
So San Fran's whack. All right. So then this is the worst city. It's the worst city bracket. So you have to take the shitty city, and this is literally a shitty city. So San Fran.
Yep.
All right. Now we got Newark, New Jersey. I'm guessing.
Yep.
And Lubbock, Texas. Y'all two got to speak on this. That's both of y'all. That's y'all world right there.
I would go Newark.
Newark.
Be real with you.
Shitty city.
Yeah. Because I feel the same about Lubbock, does he?
How's Lubbock?
Ain't nothing. Well, it's flat. You blink, you'll miss it. And the college is the whole town.
Oh, okay. So it ain't really that bad then.
Yeah. Take Newark worse.
Newark's a nightmare from what I hear.
Really?
A lot of jerseys.
So Springfield, I assume Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Might be Springfield, Illinois.
It could be Springfield, Illinois, but it looks.
I'm gonna take it at Springfield, Illinois.
It looks. I don't know. It looks. I never hear bad things about like Springfield, Illinois, for it to be on there. Though. Springfield, Mass is a piece of shit. From what
whatever Springfield y'all think this is.
And then Shreveport,
Louisiana.
That's Shreveport. Is that?
Two would like Shreveport. It's East Texas. I went there several times. I had to look around like, where the fuck am I at? It was Dallas Cowboy caps everywhere.
Love it. Shreveport, they have Civil War bridges still in use.
That ain't no lie. Once you cross from East Texas, driving into Louisiana at Shreveport, you literally physically know that you're there because the roads get immediately tragic.
That's rough.
Isn't the Shreveport pick a prison?
Yeah, literally like one. What's Bobby?
So wait, so is Shreveport, is it good or not? Like, is it a solid city or?
They got gambling there.
Springfield's inconsequential. It's not really a good city, but it's not like not the worst, but it's not good. If it's Springfield, Mass.
It's all right. Got some good chicken there.
Okay. Springfield sucks. Moving forward, who we got? Wait, why is this? Why did we skip everything up here? All right, Newark or Springfield? I think Newark's gonna win this. And
Fran.
I'm still going shitty city. I don't know about y'all.
I want San Fran.
Nah. Newark.
Nah, I'm telling you, it's bad.
I'm telling you, dog. You want to be in the Bay Area. Bay Area. That's Trenton, New Jersey, too. All New Jersey about to be up in this bitch. Who's that? Youngstown, Ohio?
Yeah. It's Youngstown, Ohio versus Trenton. This is a tough one because Youngstown's run down.
Well, Ohio pretty much sucks, too. Jay told me.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Nah, I'm going to go with Youngstown. Youngstown, man. What's that? What Cameron saying? Youngstown, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Somebody want to see your
I'm
racial.
gonna go ahead. Detroit or Portland or Detroit, Michigan or Portland, Oregon.
Oh, Portland's pretty bad now, but then that's Detroit though, man.
Yeah, Detroit is just they lost so much.
They've been down for a long time. Portland
Yeah.
just
You gonna go Detroit because the Pistons suck so bad?
Portland just got weird. Oh, this is it. Oh wow, this is a bad matchup.
it's two juggernauts.
Yeah, these are 2 1 seeds. Like
Y'all want to survive off water or no water?
Like you could die at any moment at 1, but you could like you could die in either one. Honestly.
Before doing
You either gonna get shot or you gonna get a fucking sepsis.
Yo, they're all crazy, though. He said Detroit's like the Wiz before authorities saved MJ.
Daryl said Flint is worse than Chicago.
Nah, Flint's definitely worse.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Lead water or lead bullets, either way.
That's unfair to Chicago, though.
It's Wichita, Kansas against Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi, I'm guessing, yeah.
Jackson has their own water issues as well.
Yep, ask Deion Sanders.
They were having to take baths in the swimming pool.
Yeah, I think anything Mississippi bad. Let me be real with you.
Toledo versus Huntington where? Huntington.
Is that Virginia?
Huntington, West Virginia?
Yeah, West Virginia. Might be West. I don't know. Someone check that.
I'm going to check it.
Where's Toledo?
Ohio.
Yeah, it makes sense. Ohio for the win. Again, because Ohio sucks. Where's Jake? Where's Jake so I can tell him?
It is Huntington, West Virginia.
Okay. It's West Virginia. Ooh. Ohio versus West Virginia. That's a bad.
I'm going to go Huntington, West Virginia, dog.
Yeah,
Worse, dog.
That's a toilet bowl.
Ain't nothing there.
Huntington.
You can pay. You can get a job that's $3.85 an hour and pay rent that's like $85 a week.
Orlando versus Houston.
H-Town.
Yeah.
What's the worst town?
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of what though? What are you talking about?
Good. Houston is good. Now Houston has good food, but crime is out the wazoo.
Yeah.
It's hot, nasty, and muggy. You literally have to take 2 to 3 showers a day.
Ugh.
And I believe last I heard they led the nation in gonorrhea cases.
We're gonna pick Houston.
You gonna pick Houston then? I didn't experience all that in the winter.
Reno, Las Vegas versus St. Louis, Mizzou.
St. Louis.
I thought I was gonna die in St. Louis. We went across the bridge and we quickly realized we were in East St. Louis and we couldn't get back.
Midwest swing. Wow.
He said we took a right instead of a left, and all we heard was Nelly, and it was scary.
It was four heads looking at us, like, yeah, we finna get you.
He was like, we saw like 20 people with Murphy Lee masks.
Yeah, give me St. Louis on this one.
Camden,
New Jersey. Camden, New Jersey.
He said New Jersey.
Yeah,
Austin's doing great.
Like Austin.
I'm telling y'all, if you go to Jersey now, you'll see you'll see a big difference in these towns. But from the screenshots I've seen of Jersey that they had so far,
they're showing 90s New Jersey, like mid 90s New
Jersey.
Yeah,
not crazy. That's why my aunt wanted me out of there. My aunt didn't want me. My aunt wanted my family up here. That's why.
Youngstown versus Detroit. I feel like Detroit's always winning.
Yeah,
Detroit always winning.
They're always winning in the battle of losing.
Yep.
Flint versus Jackson. I think we're all on board.
Battle of the bad water.
Yeah, but Flint, they notorious for their shit. They almost killed the president. Houston versus Huntington.
Give me Houston.
It's the nothing versus the gross. Apparently,
I'll take a stripper or two from Houston.
No, you won't. You just heard the gonorrhea thing.
No, I mean not every girl got gonorrhea. James Harden, who the girl that don't got gonorrhea.
You notice his line wasn't condoms. No, it was not every girl got gonorrhea. Yeah, watch yourself.
NJ's like Harry Potter. Was on meth. Nah, Daryl. Not everybody in Jersey on meth, Daryl. We over here disrespecting Jersey. You'll find a lot more meth heads in Massachusetts than Jersey.
Yeah, it's more of a crack place.
Yeah. Crack in the pot.
He said, yeah. He was like proud. Yeah.
Crack in the pot. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, Santana. Hey.
Yeah. What we got here? Camden versus St. Louis. What y'all feel?
Ooh, it's the battle of the trenches versus St. Louis.
I've never been to Camden, but 2 makes it sound like it's the pits. St. Louis, while it's crime ridden and the place sucks overall, they do have great museums there, and they're free.
Yeah, you ain't find no museum in Camden. Shit.
I wasn't expecting a museum drop, but that's great. Detroit versus Flint.
Big brother versus little brother.
Ooh.
Well, Flint is a town in Michigan. Detroit is as a star primed city in Detroit. They absolutely suck, except for the Lions. So give me Detroit. Give me Detroit, dog.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I would take Flynn.
Too late.
Too late.
Camden versus Houston.
Houston.
Detroit versus Houston. Detroit. Huh? How y'all feeling?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Detroit, dog.
I'm going Houston.
Chat, Houston or Detroit?
I'm gonna go Detroit.
Oh, well, you can answer too, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit. Them pulling all the Houston can still build if they want to, but Detroit's so broken now.
I still hear people to this day like, I want to move to Houston. I want to be in Houston. Houston's a spot. I'm in Texas last year. Everybody's like, well, did you go to Houston? I'm like, hey, listen, what's y'all obsessed with Houston?
So what about Cleveland versus Bakersfield?
Cleveland versus Bakersfield. Bakersfield.
Los Angeles versus Albany, New York.
Albany.
LA's got to be worse. You can't even breathe out there. Half the fucking city's on fire.
No.
Half the city's on fire.
No, I understand that. But I was just speaking on the luxury. The luxury of LA, listen here, it's not worth to me. I love LA.
The luxury only applies to
Bring me to LA all day, every day. If I can go spend a time, if I can go any place I want right now, I will go to LA. Right to the state, right to the Los Angeles Lakers arena and give me season tickets and be a season ticket holder, baby.
I'm so annoyed that he made a great case.
I'm going with LA.
Albany's worse. He's right.
Albany's worse. What are you doing in Albany? Yeah. What are you doing in Albany?
Yeah, he made a great case. He at least, even though the city's worse, there's shit to do there.
You're in the city. We all live in the city with homeless and strippers. You think that's gonna affect my day? Listen here.
Look, when the man's right, he's right.
Strippers with no.
Anybody that says LA, man, I'm ashamed of you guys. I'm ashamed of you, D. I'm ashamed of you, D. Bernard, whoever's right.
You talked me out of it. You're right too. How could it? What Albany's terrible. Why would I? No one ever said, "Oh, yo, I'm going to Albany." Never.
Only the WWF wants to go to Albany.
It's just and you know why? Because it's filled with people who have nothing to do. That's why. Memphis versus Brownsville.
Ooh, Brownsville, New York.
What you say, Coach?
Daryl said, "Long back strippers are diabolical." I live there.
I live there. Long back strippers. Memphis versus Brownsville.
Brownsville, Texas?
I assume.
Yeah, right now, considering what's going on now,
Memphis is brutal.
Bad though, but you got
you
the
said Memphis is bad, right?
The cartel right? Across the street.
The cartel in Brownsville?
Yes.
So you're saying Brownsville's worse than Memphis?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know if it was Brownsville, Texas, or Brownsville, New York.
It doesn't specify. What's the picture at?
Any Brownsville that you think? Well, let me see. Go down. Yeah, there ain't no Brownsville, New York.
That's a real Grandy?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like they've had shootouts out here. Like
we're gonna go Brownsville, Texas.
Old Western style.
At Brownsville, on the West Coast side, there's soldiers over there with M16s.
Yeah, we're gonna go Brownsville. It seems dangerous. Little Rock versus Baltimore.
Baltimore. We just see what happened this morning.
Pittsburgh versus Dayton.
Ooh, Dayton family.
Dayton. I'm gonna go Dayton.
All right, then it would have been Dayton versus San Fran. San Fran's still shitting everywhere.
Hey, Denver versus San Fran?
Not Dayton. Dayton.
Oh, okay.
We gave San Fran a win there, and then it was San Fran versus Newark. We gave Newark. All right. I'm just finishing this part of the bracket that for some reason it wouldn't let me go to. Bakersfield versus Albany.
Albany, New York. That's upstate, right?
Albany's upstate. Yep.
Yeah, it's upstate. It's just a weird place for them to put on here. Why is Albany? I assume they put Albany's on here because it's just boring as shit. Look at this place. That's I don't know. It looks boring.
Albany for the win.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Nope, nothing. Y'all got Albany wrong. Well, Dad, I'm gonna go visit with you, dog, because it seems like you have a good time, motherfucking places that you ain't, and bad places in this place you should motherfucking have good times and shit.
Brownsville versus Baltimore. I
forgot, yo, Darren, you did live in LA for a grip. I forgot about that. It thought in my head, like, what the fuck is I know you lived in mad different places, but you definitely was in LA for a bit. I remember that shit.
Bakersfield versus Baltimore.
Coach, what you watching right now? You watching The Wire still, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Baltimore. Heavily favored.
Yeah.
Baltimore versus Newark.
Ooh. Which place you gonna get shot at first?
I feel like Baltimore.
I actually got a story in Baltimore. I went to Baltimore one year with a friend, college party. After the college party, something happened in the house. All of a sudden, you just hear gunshots. Ran to the car, man. Listen, I ain't never ran so fast in my life. So I'm gonna go Baltimore. I ain't never witnessed that, no, but listen here. That's what it is.
New York. Mom says New
But
Jersey.
New York is definitely crazy to do you harm, dog. It's your Jersey, baby. I'm going to Jersey this summer too, dog. I'm gonna go with all the hoods out here, baby.
Baltimore versus Detroit.
Go Baltimore.
It's almost the same city.
Omar coming.
Seymour for the worst state. For the worst city in America.
We're sad. We're messed up. On the day where Baltimore is in a state of emergency, we label them as the worst city in the USA.
Why they in a state of emergency? What happened?
The bridge.
Oh, the bridge is right.
Yeah, that's what the bridge was in Baltimore,
I feel
Maryland.
like the bridge makes our point. The whistle. Omar whistling. That's my dog. Yo, son, come on. Yo, son, come on, go. Yo, son, come on. You get inside.
Ray's getting out of Dodge.
Bro, yo, there's a point where he extorts a trap house just by showing up. He doesn't even say a word. He's just like, yo, and they throw the money out the window.
Oh yeah, when he said, "Don't make me come in," and drop it from the second floor.
So they just dropped him to work. He extorted them without actually doing anything. He just walked up. That's crazy. Omar's the dog. How far? You almost at the end?
I'm on season 3, episode 9, I think.
2. When he gets to the end, he's gonna hit us up immediately. Like, yo.
Definitely is. Hey, just want everybody to know, Dominic, this is one thing I always say to people. I let people hold their money because you asked me that score of that Lakers Bucks game tonight since you was talking that mess earlier.
Well,
they holler at me.
What's the score?
The Lakers won in double OT, 128-124. I believe they didn't have LeBron either.
No, they didn't.
Second straight time they beat the Bucks this season without LeBron.
That's funny. So
next time you want to talk about that money, right? I just saved you some dollars tonight in embarrassment. So keep that in. And my homies see my slips, man, from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But that's all, man. They let y'all know on a couple of things outside of the chop up. But the chop up and all tonight, baby.
We got it cracking.
Chopped that shit up. Love it, man. After yesterday's disappointment, absence, you know what I'm saying? I had to come through tonight and be full of gas. You know, I don't even think that the 2 shots I took on air helped me out. I already had energy. It might give me energy afterwards, but It didn't do nothing for me. But no, man, it's being back with the fellas over here. No blink screen over here. Shout out to Jake for holding it down and saying no. But Jake, brother, gotta get rid of the black screen. I don't care if you haven't seen a headline. You gotta get rid of the black screen. Gotta see it.
Wow, we don't need to see his face.
Need to see his face, man. We need to see the barrel with the character, man. We need to see the body with the character and the flow, man.
I'll be dead if I need to see some Ohio guy. No, sir.
Shout outs for the night, everybody.
Shout out to the chat, everybody who came through. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to you fellas. Another great show. I love y'all topics, doing the work. And shout out to everybody who's going to join us tomorrow for the Parlay Perspective. Jake from State Farm. Sounds hideous. Well, yeah, he's a guy.
Absolutely. Parlay Perspective tomorrow. We got a few things we can discuss on. We've had a heavy NCAA tournament on both sides. We'll mix it up for everybody. Give y'all what y'all want, what y'all like, what y'all need, man. But
my final four are still alive in the women's bracket.
Yes, and absolutely. The women's bracket for us is more percentage-wise better than the men's bracket.
Men's bracket is a joke.
I'm doing a club. I'm doing a group league with my job. And basically from that, I was down in the water after the first 2 days. I was down in the water. I was like in 8th, 9th place, which is out of 9. I was in last place. And then the weekend head up for me. Now I'm in the middle of the pack. I still got a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's
good luck.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, man. Coach, what's up?
Shout out to my brothers. Appreciate you as always. Had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, everybody who hung in with us. Shout out to Anthony, Mama Renee, Jesse, Bobby, Bernard, Sports for You, Wizzo, Dominic, Unc, Joe, and Daryl. If I forgot anybody, my apologies. Also, as we get closer, we're going to keep hyping it up. Got to get it pulled up here. Let's get this. Where we at? There you go, boy. Coming soon to you, April 26th. We're going to do a damn thing.
You already know. Draft party.
Make sure you tap in. We're going to have the phone going. We tested the phone out last night. So we're going to do
phone was magnificent, baby. When the cap been doing.
But we definitely appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the Parlay Perspective. As always, y'all drive everything for us, man. Mark your calendars for this day. It's gotten bigger every year. Got a great group of guys that's going to host it with us. This is y'all show, man. We do this for y'all. We don't get paid to do this. Our payment for this is the unwavering support that y'all give us. And we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. Race war tomorrow. Yes. We got a race war next week. Jesse, in the next 2 weeks, we're going to set ourselves for it. We're going to set ourselves for it so we all know what we're going into when we get through it. We're going to have a race war in 2 weeks. The fans want it. We said it's fan base. If the fans want it, we're going to give it to you.
I don't understand.
Will, what have you done?
I don't know. This is why I try not to cross words.
Hey, we know somebody that's all 3 races. I don't know how you can be 3 races at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That guy is the legend, man. But you know how we do.
There's more than 3.
Oh shit, might have 4, 5, 6. But you know the situation. You know the slogan. Semi Sosa.
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the podcasting network, wherever you get podcasts.